what's up guys, that dude with glasses. So today I'm going to be making a video on how to drive stick or manual, whatever you want to call it. Turn off my windshield wipers. I know this video has already been done by thousands and thousands of other people, but you know what? I'm joining that whole 1,000 group. So first thing that you need to know is that the clutch is everything. You need a clutch to start the car, switch gears, all that. And hopefully you'll find this video helpful, because I'm gonna try to implement things that I wanted to know when I was first learning how to drive stick. So hopefully I'll be able to do that for you guys. So when you first learn how to drive stick, you definitely want to have some space so you have room to drive around in. Preferably like a parking lot or just like a flat, straight road where it's not busy, you don't have to worry about cars, nothing like that. So for me right now, I just have this straight, flat road that I'm just gonna be driving on. So first things first, pull down the e-brake, grab it over here, pull it furthest to the left, and pull it forward. That's first right there. You want to have your left foot on the clutch, which is furthest to the left, and then your right foot on the brake itself. And then once you're ready to move, go ahead and take your foot off the brake. You might roll back, and the easiest way I think you could do this to find the catching point of the clutch is just slowly release your foot. Just let it slowly ease off, and you will feel the car starting to move. Right now the car is moving and I only have my foot slightly off. So I'm gonna stop it, put my foot right back on the brake, like you see right there. Take my foot off again. I'm gonna slowly lift off of it. And the car is gonna want to move. It's moving right now. It's getting a little bit of gas. And bam, I just took my foot off. And then now I'm in first and my car is just rolling. It's just barely rolling and going. And the reason why you want to do this or practice that is that way you can feel when the clutch is getting to its catching moment and when it's its highest and you want to start giving the gas. So once you've done that a couple times, like 2 or 3 times, just get used to it. Feel where the clutch is starting to catch at. And keep in mind that all clutches are different. They all catch at a different point. So with mine, I'll pull off, I'll ease off, and then as soon as it wants to start, you'll feel the car. It will start just wanting to tug, wanting to give it a little bit of gas. And at this point, you don't have to, because you're learning and you just want your foot off the clutch right there. And then once you've practiced that a couple times, easing your foot off the clutch, go ahead and put it right back into first, put your foot on the clutch again. We're in the same position, and then now, once you start feeling it, give it a little bit of gas, and then take your foot off the clutch. Bam, and then now I am rolling, I'm driving, I'm going. So there's a stop coming up, I'm gonna have to stop again. So put your foot on the clutch, ease on the brake, and since I'm coming to a quick stop, I'm not gonna take it out of gear. I'm gonna do the exact same thing that I just did. Ease off the clutch slightly, put my foot on the gas, boom. You can see my RPMs going up, and the car wants me to switch into another gear. So I'm gonna push down on the clutch, pull it in second, and then take my foot off the clutch and ease back into it. The hardest part about learning how to drive stick is the get off, the go, just getting to move, because every car is different. And don't get frustrated with the car, because the car is gonna get frustrated right back with you. So just stay calm as you're learning how to drive. Just remember that you're gonna stall. Just remember, it's okay to stall. You're gonna stall every once in a while, and you're just beginning to learn. And once you get the hang of it, you're gonna know when the car is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now, when should you go into second gear? You wanna shift around 3,000 RPM and 5,000 RPM, right in that range you wanna shift. If you're like me, you like to rev it all the way out and then shift, but that's for when you're more technique and you know what you're doing. Another thing that is going to be tricky is hills. Hills are definitely going to be tricky, and they're not going to be easy to learn. I know for me that when I was first learning how to drive stick and I'd be on a hill, I would avoid hills as much as I possibly could. I was like, oh, I'd take a different route home or something. I'd be like, man, I'm not going up that hill that I absolutely hated, and it was always on the way home. And it was super steep, but you just got to face your fears and go up the hill and do it, and you will just get used to it. And then you'll feel for your car. You'll know your car. You'll get to know your car, and eventually you won't even think about it. You'll just be shifting into gears, doing everything that you're doing, and it'll be fine. You're not even going to think about it no more. So I'm going to go ahead and put my foot back on the clutch. I'm already on a hill, so I'm going to start rolling. I'm going to give it a little bit of gas. And then now I'm moving. So that whole last motion you just saw, that was from me going into first to second to third. That easy, that fluently. Now, for other people, for you guys, you want to be driving on, you're going to be driving in like a parking lot or something. Right now, I'm driving on the street because my end of my road just finally ended. So, yeah. So I'm going to go back up onto a street and I'm going to redo some things for you guys. So I'm coming up to a stop. I'm going to put my foot on the clutch. Put my foot on the brake, take it out of gear. Gonna take it out of gear, shake it, make sure it's in neutral, put my foot back on the clutch, put it in drive, and then go. So just remember, when you're first learning, practice with just the clutch. Pull the e-brake down, put it in first, ease off the clutch, ease off of it. Just do it very slowly. Very, 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 very slow. Because if you do it too fast, you're gonna stall out the car. So you're gonna feel the car, it's gonna wanna move. It wants you to give it a bit of gas, but don't give it gas yet. Just let it go, and you'll feel the car just slowly, slowly, slowly move. And you could take your foot completely off the clutch and it will start going. It won't be going very fast because it needs gas. But the reason why you want to be doing that is that way you know when the catching point is for the clutch. And that is very important. Like I said earlier, the clutch is everything. You need the clutch for when you're first starting, when you're switching into gears, and when you start the car. So I think I've gone over everything. And just remember, when you are going into second gear, you need to put your foot all the way on the clutch. Make sure the clutch is all the way pushed in. Drop it out of first, drop it into second, directly below, and then you will ease your foot off the clutch, or you will do it simultaneously and ease your foot off the clutch as you give it gas, and then you just lay your foot off the clutch and then give it gas, and then just repeat as you go through the gears. Now downshifting is a little bit different, but you don't want to get into that yet because that's a little too complex when you're first just learning how to drive. So I hope today's video was helpful to you guys that are newcomers to driving stick. Just remember, cars are cool, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and then down in the comments let me know what kind of car you first learn how to drive stick on. All right, that dude with glasses is going to be clocking out. Stay shady, guys. Sorry, there's just a lot of people right now for some reason. It's starting to get a little toasty. And let me know down in the comments what you learned how to drive stick on. What kind of car you learned how to drive stick on.